What is FCFE? So FCFF we discussed FCFF was the cash flow to whole firm, that is equity and debt. FCFE is only the cash flow for equity holder. So after meeting all the requirements for debt, then the cash left after that is known as free cash flow to equity. It is the cash left for equity holder. So there are what is the adjustment that you need to make? You take FCF, free cash flow, and in free cash flow you make one adjustment, that is net borrowing. So you add any borrowings, that is, for example, if you are borrowing a loan, that loan is an outflow for debt holder, that is coming out of debt holder, and who is it going to? It is going to equity holder. So when someone borrows loan, whoever is borrowing loan gets an inflow, and whoever is giving loan gets an outflow. So that is coming out of debt and going into equity. So whenever you do borrowing, that is added, and whenever you repay loan, that will be an outflow for equity and inflow for debt holder. So you subtract payments of loan. That, and these two plus borrowing minus payments is known as net borrowing. So if you just add net borrowing to free cash flow, that gives you your free cash flow to equity. So one of the methods was using free cash flow to from firm for valuation. Another method can be free cash flow to equity. In this method, you can simply forecast free cash flow to equity and calculate present value of these free cash flow to equity using a discount rate. Discount rate in this case cannot be WACC. It should be cost of equity, because these cash flows pertain to equity holders, so they need to be discounted back at cost of equity, not WACC. जब आप free cash flow to firm को discount करेंगे, you use WACC, but when you discount free cash flow to equity, you use cost of equity. And then when you discount them back, you will get present value of free cash flow to equity, and that is your actually value of equity. Here you do not need to subtract that. Debt क्यों subtract नहीं करेंगे? Debt इसलिए subtract नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि debt के जो cash flows थे वो आपने forecast ही नहीं करे थे. आपने free cash flow to firm लिया ही नहीं था. You only took free cash flow to equity. So you will whatever present value you get, that will directly be the value of equity. So either that minus या add कुछ नहीं होगा, because these are the free cash flows to equity. On the other hand, अगर आप FCFF use करेंगे, you will discount it at WACC, and then you will adjust for that as well, because these are not the cash flow to equity holders. These are the cash flow to equity as well as debt holders combined to the whole firm. Present value of FCFF will give you value of firm, not value of equity, and present value of FCFE will give you value of equity.
So when do we use FCF?
So,
I have seen that everybody uses FCF for valuation of.
So generally, if a company has a changing capital structure, then you use FCFF. अगर किसी कंपनी का कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर स्टेबल हो गया, you know कि अब उसके जो FCFE हैं will be in the same shape, कि उसको ज़्यादा डेट नहीं लेना है फ्यूचर में या कम डेट नहीं लेना है, 50%, 60%, 70% जो भी है वो स्टेबल है, then you use FCFE. Generally FCFF is used, but FCFE can also be used when you know that the company's capital structure is stable. So अगर capital structure आपको लगता है stable है, so you can use FCFE. लेकिन अगर capital structure is changing or is expected to change, then you go for FCFF, because then you look at the overall firm level, not the differences in these two. But अगर आपको लगता है कि ये fix हो गया है, equity is fixed here, debt is fixed here, then you go for FCFE. So again, OCF minus CFI or capex, whatever you use, plus net borrowing, and then OCF can be further broken down into net income plus non-cash charges minus working capital investment. So this is how you calculate FCF, FCFF and FCFE.